Yeah, and I do think he's got ears, you know. People talk about equipment musicians, and a lot of people are gear hounds, and you hear musicians saying that the reason that they haven't released their record or they haven't got even a CD to give you, or blah blah blah, is because they're waiting for the next bit of kit, and once that bit of kit arrives, everything will magically sort itself out. And I always say, rather pompously probably, that the most important piece of kit you ever need to own is your ears, and you know, that's why people do good things with 4 tracks and so on. But yes, I find a lot of the music from a similar kind of, you know, that works within the people, you know, people that buy, people that probably go on Walmart or whatever. You know, I can't get into it. It doesn't have. I get a very masculine, but in a youthful way. You know, it's boys, it's toys, it's very, you know, I mean, one of Aphex's tracks is called "Where's Your Girlfriend," and I'm sure that's, you know, I mean, that's probably indicative in some way of that side of Aphex, because I think he has got that kind of music geeky kind of side to him, and he's got that very male, you know, the autistic side of the male personality. But yes, with the likes of some of the others, you know, you do feel it is very much a "Where's Your Girlfriend" kind of music. Well, yeah, Aphex in his persona, his public face is very. I like the way he is a piss taker, because in a way he's being as honest as he can be with the lots of his sort of interviews and stuff. You know, people seem to think of him as being. You know, I think people like to kind of think that he is just a piss taker, but I think he's sometimes he's quite open. Well, a lot of what he says is quite on the level, quite straightforward. You know, and I don't think he really is. You know, even if he's just trying to, he's always trying to bring things down to a kind of anti-intellectual kind of level. And Phil met him, Man from Uranus met him once. I don't think he was at a dinner party, and there's this chap at the other end of the table, and I think somebody said to him, "Oh, that's you know, that's Richard James." And Phil's not a fan of the Aphex Twin. Of course, you know, it's a good job it was Phil there and not me, because I'd have been all like earnest and stuff. But apparently Richard's come up to Phil afterwards. He's sitting there on the sofa, and obviously there was a meeting of shared interests there, and Aphex goes, "I hear you make electronic music." Phil's like, yeah. And then so Phil started asking him about Stockhausen or something, because Phil's a Stockhausen nut, and Richard's views on Stockhausen, or his encounter with Stockhausen, is kind of well documented. But yeah, so Phil being Phil, and not being backwards at coming forwards, knows that he's got loads of old synths and stuff, so he starts hassling him when he can come. He said, "Can I come round and play with your synths?" kind of thing, you know, which is I don't know, It's like asking to borrow Jesus' sandals or something, isn't it? It's ridiculous. So, but apparently Richard's like, yeah, and Phil's like, when? And Aphex is like, next year, and it is like December. But I love the way he said that. That's a clever thing. So yeah. You know, he's good, he's very good. And even when he's crap, which he can be, he's still kind of crap in his own way. You know, like Drux, or whatever you call it. That, I don't like hardly any of that. And there's quite a bit of like the Tuss and stuff recently. Don't like it. Busy Beats. But you feel that he's doing that kind of music because that's sort of what he wants to do. You don't feel like you're consuming his product. You feel like it's up to you really to get your head around where he's at the moment. And it must be very difficult for him because he's always been lauded as you know, the poster boy for modern electronic music. And I love the analog kind of concept. I loved it so much I did it myself. Yeah, what was I going to say? The one last thing. No, it's gone. Yeah. Oh. Excuse me. Yeah, thanks. Where's your girlfriend, eh? Hello? Uh-huh. Oh, okay. He's currently